So now we'll move on to the next slide. Aniesa, you have it.
All right. Resting, my favorite thing ever, relaxation. So rest is a very important part of, the busy schedule. And from everyone participating in our meeting today, our presentation, I know we all have busy schedules. We have some professors in here. We have some other MSHE 13 members, and we also have real life things that we want to do, right? Things that we like to do so we can have a break and prevent any crashing and burning, especially in this point of the semester, or like middle, halfway, right? I'm going to share a few things that I like to do for rest. And rest looks like a lot of different things. It's not necessarily sleeping and not just chilling in a pool. But for me, resting, surprisingly, is doing the Blackness, is packaging orders, customer service. We do some promotion on social media and, any conflict management or any issues with shipping, we kind of handle that. Working out, considered resting. I do also like to watch a lot of video games on YouTube. So people who play video games, I like to watch that and maybe relax, sit outside in the sun, not entirely sleeping, but just doing things I enjoy and that release some stress and that make me happy. So couple of things. Oh, another thing, gossiping with my aunt. We're really close and I'll call her and we'll just like gossip for hours. So that's what my resting looks like throughout the week. Maybe a break on my lunch, go outside, sit in the sun, eat some food, some really good food, healthy stuff. I don't do any meat or dairy or anything either. So like a really good bowl of avocado and beans and quinoa and red onion. So that sounds like a great time for me. 30 minutes to an hour throughout the week, throughout my work day, on my 10, on my 15, and on the weekends I do a big. I might actually go out with some friends or, just sit in the house, lay down, watch some YouTube. So I definitely want to go ahead and pass it on to Jake. What does your resting look like?
Sometimes I'll just lay down on the floor in my room and just, hey, let the time pass by. Sometimes I'll go take a little stroll around Fullerton. There's a lot of, so the campus is pretty large. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of buildings and a lot of stuff to look at. So for some of you that live close to campus, there's many people who bike, who walk, who kind of use some of the outdoor facilities to maybe rest or exercise. So I like to go around and just do a little walk around. I'm hoping that I can get a bike soon from Amazon so I can go try to maybe ride a bike a little bit. But I like to exercise for rest. I also like to lay down and do nothing for rest. I definitely have to have music no matter what. So I listen to records. So I have a lot of vinyl records. I got about 180 something vinyl records. And I prefer music on vinyl than, again, the digital. I prefer the analog. So, and I listen to a lot of podcasts as well. On various subjects, all types of things from social to political. But podcasting has been a good deal for me. It's like listening to the radio from the 20s and 30s and from back in the day before we had color TV. I like the podcasting. So all of those things help me relax and kind of take me away from work and school. And I get to just be okay and just not have any type of stress in any manner. So that's what works for me, Aniesa. So you can turn it over to whoever's next.
Love it. See, resting can be anything. Okay, so I'm going to pick on Connie. I don't think I heard anything from Connie. Is she in here?
Yes, I am here. Thanks, Aniesa.
Yeah.
I guess for me, resting kind of takes two forms. I think I'm definitely a big supporter of naps. So
You're a little far. Can you come closer to the mic, please?
whoops, can you hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
That's better.
Sorry, my mic must be really far from me. But I was just saying that I like to take naps. I used to like kind of, when you get tired of doing a task or you're working on something, you kind of sometimes you push yourself. But I've kind of learned to just listen to my body and take a power nap, just like 10, 15 minutes to just, it doesn't even have to be like a deep sleep, just closing your eyes and maybe like Jake just lying on the floor or laying in my bed just to recharge for 10, 15 minutes and then getting back to what I'm at and listening to my body that way. And also, I really enjoy spending quality time with like friends and family and loved ones. So I try to be intentional to block out maybe like 1 day a week to, you know, doing as little work as possible and like really dedicating quality time to loved ones. So Saturdays tend to be when I try to schedule as little meetings as possible, even for school. I try to really work around Saturday as much as possible so that I can dedicate that time to other people in my life who I don't consider work.
Okay, okay.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing. I think I'm going to get a little last couple of people who haven't shared. Yvette, would you like to share what your resting looks like?
So I'm going to talk about resting in between like tasks and stuff. So I don't want to get overwhelmed with like the amount of homework I have or anything. So what I do to rest is it might not be considered resting the most, but I like playing video games in between doing my task, just so it's like a little bit of a reset, makes me forget about it for a while. And then when I get back to it, I usually have some new ideas like I can add on to my assignments. So
Nice. What video games do you play?
I've been playing a lot of first-person shooters, so I've been playing a new game called Valorant at the moment, so it's been fun.
I'll look into it on my YouTube gamer channel. Popcorn somebody.
If we have
Let me see. I guess I'll do Jose.
Back to Jose.
I felt it. I felt it coming again. So I would say that I have various ways of resting. So like if I want to get away, I'll go on like a long PCH drive, listening to the same. I have a whole like playlist on Spotify called PCH Drive because I do it so often. I also like going to the beach at night when there's nobody usually around, a little bit fun. I also like going to a park nearby that's kind of like one of my happy places that I like going to. Road trip with Jose. We'll see later on. And just like Jake too, like I love laying on the ground for some reason. It's so fun. Some people don't realize that I like to be on the ground a lot. So like sometimes I'll do homework on the ground, sometimes I'll lay down on the ground to do homework. And it's just something that I love to do. And then lastly, recently, because I kind of wanted to get more balance between, you know, school, work, and personal life, like I like to kind of exercise during my lunchtime now because it's kind of a fun way to kind of move when I've been sitting all day, kind of get that exercise in. So it's kind of like not wasting any time in between. And then I can get it done earlier in the day so I don't have to worry about it later on when I don't have the energy or the capacity to do so. So yeah, those are kind of different ways that I kind of rest.
Okay, Jose, so that playlist is the 1977 Hotel California. Is that on that playlist?
It is not.
Not
yet, but now you mentioned it, I have to add it.
You have to add
I have to add it, yes.
That's gotta be on there. Okay. Let's get somebody else. Who else?
Let's see. I will call on Nanzanzili.
I had a feeling this was going to happen. So what does rest look like? Well, I wanted to show you guys. So after 5 p.m., after I'm done with work, I take a shower and I put on my pajamas early. So all my evening meetings, I'm in my pajamas because that's just what's comfortable for me. And that's what makes my mind start to relax and wind down. So that's what I do for rest. Sometimes just going outside and getting vitamin D. I have a puppy. Well, he's not a puppy anymore, but he's one now. And so I just take him outside, let him run around in the grass and do all the exercise for me. And I just sit there and watch him. So that's what rest looks like for me. But I'm also a workaholic. So sometimes working excessively is like restful for me, but that's just how my brain likes to do. I just gotta go. I like being busy. It's weird. I have addiction to busyness.
Okay. If it works for you, hey, as long as you're healthy and taking a break if you need it. No crashing and burning. We don't need that. And you're in some of my groups, so I really don't need that. We'll get some sun together. You in Long Beach still?
Yes, girl. I'm here until Tuesday, so I've been here for almost a week. I think I may be moving back down to SoCal soon.
Okay, let us know. Keep us posted. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for sharing. We can go on to the next slide.
Okay. Okay, now this is the clothing line that we've been talking about. So we have a lot of nice items, and I'll just tell you kind of about the background for this clothing line and when it got started. So I've spent a lot of time doing artwork and designs for other people for many years. I've designed shirts for so many clubs and fraternities, sororities, and logos for different departments all through school and everything. And then I just got the idea one day and said, I need to just do this for myself. So I've done so much for all these other groups and I want to make something myself, but I want it to be meaningful. So of course, we know the times that we're in and we see what we see through in the media. So I want to kind of counterbalance that with some joy, with some love, with some higher elevation. Let's push some positivity into life. So I chose to put out a clothing line that promotes positivity among Black people. Now, anybody can wear this. That seems to be some of the questions we get sometimes. So think about this. If you wear a shirt that says Nike, nobody asks, hey, I'm this ethnicity, can I wear Nike? Even though it was invented by a different person than my group. So look at it that way. So the idea of all the clothing is no matter who wears it, it promotes positivity into Black people. So that's the goal and that's the purpose. So no matter who you see, who has it on, I'm letting you know, hey, I support Black people. I promote positivity. Just to kind of change the narrative a little bit. This is one little thing we all can do. Now, many people in the cohort have purchased some items. So thank you all again, since we're here and some of you are here in the crowd. Thank you all again for your purchases. Now,
we see the Instagram tags as well. Thank you.
So I started this in 2019, and in the fall, probably like November timeframe. In December, we kind of really started, and we started with 4 people, me, Aniesa, and 2 other people. Those 2 other people have since went on into other ventures. They didn't want to keep up at the beginning because it was a little tough. You know, we did a lot of stuff from the ground with selling things out of the car and kind of building, trying out different designs, what works, what doesn't work, what the people like, what the people don't like. And then we kind of built up from there. We went to a few events,